Good morning, everybody. Miss Edelson and I thought it would be a really good idea if we talked to you about being a Harrison learner at home. We know that this is really very different for you. We know that you're at home spending some time during your day doing your learning at home, when you're used to doing that in a busy classroom with quite a lot of other children. So we thought it would be a good idea for us to talk to you about what being a Harrison learner looks like at home. What we really want to make sure is that you're able to carry on with your learning, to keep it going, but also to enjoy some family time as well, and make sure that everybody at home has time to do all the things that they need to do during the day as well. So we know that your mums and dads might be working, trying to do their jobs from home. We know that you might have brothers and sisters at home who are trying to do their home learning as well. And we know that doing your home learning at home is very different to doing your learning at school all day long in your classrooms. So we wanted to remind you about the yellow part of the Harrison learning tree, the bit that talks about responsibility. And there are 10 different parts on our Harrison learning tree, and Miss Edelson is going to show you what those are. And we hope that me talking about it might just remind you what it's like to be a really good learner at school. We'd like you to think about how you feel when you're the best learner that you can be. At school, we expect you to work on your own for some of the time. We expect you to be independent and make really good choices about your learning and your behaviour. And we expect you to do that without a teacher working with you all of the time. When you're at home, it's really different, isn't it? If your mum and dad are there to help you, you might not be used to them being with you all the time while you're doing it. So the first thing we wanted to talk to you about is being true to yourself and thinking for yourself and making really good choices. Being responsible like you do when you're at school. We know you can do this at home. We're really proud of you at school when you make good choices. We're proud of you when you really try hard and you're pleased with what you do. We're pleased when you take pride in your learning, and we know you can do this at home because you do it at school. You show us a lot every day that you can think for yourself and make really good choices. And think about how you feel when you make good choices at home. When you're at school, we're asking you to be in charge of your learning and your behaviour, and we're not expecting you to wait to be told what to do all the time by a grown-up. We expect you to be in charge and take ownership of your learning. Just also think about when you're at school, we expect you to organise yourself, get your things ready, find the right pencil, find the right pen, find the maths equipment that you need, find a ruler, think about where you need to start, think about if you've got the right equipment to get started. We don't bring it all to you when you're at school. We're expecting you to be independent. Another thing that we expect you to do, and that you do really well at school, is we ask you to think about yourself as a learner. So we ask you to think about if I know what I'm learning. We ask you when you're getting ready to learn to think, do I know what I'm being asked to do? Do I know where to start? Have I done something like this before? Can I make a start on my own? We ask you to try first, and we ask you to stick at it and keep going, and then we say to you, if you've tried all those things, ask for help. We're sure you can do that when you're doing your learning at home. One of the other things that's really important in the classroom is that you listen to your teacher and the other people around you that are helping you. And we ask you to think really hard about what those people are saying before you ask for help. So we're asking you to be independent. You know that if you get stuck in school, you can always ask for help. And when you get stuck with your learning at home, we'd like you to use your words to show how you're feeling, okay? We know that at home at the moment it's going to be really busy. Your family are going to be doing jobs around the house, doing the cooking and the cleaning and the shopping, trying to organise their own time and also help you with your home learning. And we know that you're used to being one of 30 in a class, and you're used to being able to make choices for yourself and use your words when you get stuck and when you need some help, and that's okay. Remember that sometimes learning can be tricky at school, okay? But try and be honest and try and be truthful. Tell your parents if you really can't do something and ask them for help. You can also probably help your brothers and sisters. Like you do at school, you help your friends at school with their learning. You talk to each other about your learning all the time. So to get your learning done at home, you need to remember some of the things you do at school. It's also really important for you to be pleased with what you're doing at school, with what you're doing at home. So try your hardest as you do at school, and then you'll be proud of what you do, and your family will be proud of you. Your parents are going to need to rely on you when you're at home as well. You're going to need to help them. Okay, so you need to be reliable. We expect you to help us. We expect you to do things when you're asked and do them the first time, don't we? So make sure that you do that when you're at home. We're asking you to be responsible. You might be able to think of some ideas of ways that you can help your family at home. So share your ideas like you do at school. You know that when you're learning at school, when you start in Year R and as you make your learning journey all the way up to Year 6, we're helping you to think for yourself and become an independent learner who can think for themselves and make good choices. And even though you're not at school at the moment, your home learning is still part of your learning journey. You're learning to grow up a bit and you're learning to make decisions for yourself. We know how pleased you feel when you do your best. We know that it makes you feel important, and we know that it makes you feel that you matter. And we know how pleased you are with yourself. We've been really pleased to see emails and photos, and I know your teachers have really enjoyed talking to you about how you're getting on at home. We know this is different to normal, but if you persevere now with your home learning, you will become a really good lifelong learner. You'll learn how to learn on your own a bit at home, while your mum or dad does the washing up or cooks the dinner or helps your brother or sister or gets on with their work. And you'll be learning skills that will help you as you grow up. It really is down to you. We've been hearing from some of your families that some of you have found it tricky to get on with your home learning at home, and we know that. We know it's really different from school. But just remember, when you come back to school, you will be able to get on with your learning and we will help you. So in the meantime, it's up to you how much home learn you do. We would love to see some of the things that you've been getting up to, and we'd like to see how you carry on with your learning when you're at home. The choices that you make now will help you to be a really good learner as you grow older, and help you to make good choices as you become a grown-up. So take care, keep on with your learning, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Cheerio!